Hello and welcome to 2 Minute Watches. Today we've got a Longines Spirit 40mm automatic watch. Very popular as a so-called go anywhere, do anything watch. I think it's the versatility of this which really drew attention for me personally. You've got the Arabic numerals, which makes it highly legible. It's got that kind of pilot watch aesthetic. The 5-star chronometer, which has a touch to a lot of its vintage models, which also feature that, and the nice red arrow and tipped at the end of the second hand, which also reminds me of another similarly versatile watch, the Hamilton Khaki Automatic. We've got the blue Sunray, the Sunray blue dial, very pretty. It's very eye-catching. I think for a model which tries to straddle between the kind of smart, classy, but also the bit more rugged, sporty weekend vibes, I think the blue is my personal choice. We've got a signed Longines crown there. We've got a butterfly bracelet with the signed clasp outside. Basically an opaque signed Longines case back. Bracelet, high quality. Really like this. I've come to the opinion that a good kind of versatile watch, which tries to kind of you can wear every day, has basically both the brushed and polished links. So if you're looking for something a bit fancy and dressing up, the small amount of polished links really adds to that appeal. But mostly you don't want something too blingy if you're wearing it every day, wearing it on the weekend, wearing it with a t-shirt, etc. So the fact that it's majority brushed, I think that's my personal preference. Very well made, very good quality. Something definitely which I think with bracelets you don't want to go too cheap. You want something that brings it and elevates it to the premium luxury end, and I think this bracelet really ticks that box. Something that really gets me, you've got the round. You can see the kind of boxy round crystal. That I think just makes it. I find it smudges less if it's rounded. I think when they get a flat crystal, I think the smudges are a bit more, the fingerprints are a bit more noticeable. That really annoyed me with my Black Bay 36. Probably also because the AR coating was really bad. So I think a very strong kind of anti-reflective coating, which means you can very clearly see, you can very clearly see and read the time at pretty much any angle. A lot of people, it really struck me and the forums of how many people really enjoy this watch, and I can see why. Immediately out of the box, I could see very visible, high quality finishing across the case, across the dial, across the bracelet. It's not too boring. You know, the fact that you've got a mixture of brushed and polished links in the bracelet, the fact that you've got the Arabic numerals, which really help to add a bit more character to the dial. Whilst you've also got the Longines logo, you've got the automatic underneath, which creates space for the 5-star and the chronometer. So it's really kind of well filled out without it being cluttered, which is, I think, that perfect combination. So you don't get, sometimes with a luxury watch, because you want to show off the finishing, you paid for the finishing, you've paid for the kind of high class rendering across the whole piece. The fact that it has multiple things on the dial allows it to show off the fact that it's high end. Whereas if you got quite a simple but luxury dress watch, you might only have three or four markers, a logo on top, and then that's about it. So having those multiple features really allows it to show off what makes it that kind of premium category. So yeah, this is a very handsome and attractive and good. I hesitate to say the word value proposition, but I think I wasn't really drawn to this immediately when it first came out. But obviously Longines are building a reputation now about building good quality premium luxury items at that middle budget of around probably around 1,500 to 3,000. I know there's the Zulu with the GMT and the bezel, but definitely if someone looking a bit more to those who like the Hamilton Khaki field, this is the kind of one to really kind of upgrade. A bit of a wrist check here. Here it is, a 6.25 inch wrist. So this is the 40mm version. So you can see it hangs off a little bit. It's wearable. I wonder if you put this on a leather strap, it would be kind of be more accessible. It's the long lugs. You can see they really hang off over the case. It's a 40mm dial, but I think it goes up to I think maybe 48 or 50 even millimeter lug to lug, which really just kind of tips over the edge. You've got the male end links, which really force it to curve over. It's doable, and to be honest, most people don't have wrists as short as mine, so I think it's fine. There is obviously the 42 would definitely be too big for me, and for something to think about for other people. This is probably why 37 is seen as the sweet spot. There are slight differences with the 37 millimeter. For example, the clasp. I think the bracelet and clasp is slightly different, but I know the date window is definitely different. So here it's on the 3 o'clock. The date window on the 37 millimeter is on the 6 o'clock. So for some people, they prefer that balance. But just the fact that obviously the lugs are quite long means that some people prefer the 37 millimeter. Definitely, if you have slimmer wrists, 37 is where I'd go. But I think even people who are just kind of going on that kind of smaller watch size trend, maybe 37 is one to go to. But I know these are a bit cheaper, the 40 millimeters, so worth checking out if you can definitely kind of rock it the size wise. Definitely want to check out. Thanks for watching.